Vanakkam, good evening, Namaskaram. I welcome you all to the monthly lecture of the Tamil Heritage Program. Today we are going to have a talk on Indian antiquity, boats and ship sculptures by Hemachandra Rao. Before that, I'll give you a brief introduction about Tamil Heritage Trust, and then I will introduce the speaker, and then we will get on to the presentation right away. Tamil Heritage Trust is formed about 10 years ago by Professor Swaminathan, and we do four major activities. First one is a monthly meet where we meet here first Saturday of every month at 5:30, and we discuss anything from arts, literature, temples, iconography, sculptures, things like what you see today, Indian heritage. So there is a lecture by an expert or an enthusiast every month here. You can mark your calendar, first Saturday 5:30. And there will also be a book that will be circulated behind. If you put your email there, you will get notification on the monthly lecture. Then the next program we do is what we call Pechi Kacheri. It's a 2-day event that's coming up in December for us. It's an annual event that we do where we organize a series of 10 lectures over a period of 2 days. And this year it's on the Pandyas. So we will have a series of topics on Pandyas for the 2 days presented by 10 experts in the field. So we'll start from Pandya history to the temples, the great temples of Pandyas like Kalugumalai. And go on. So this will happen on Saturday, Sunday, morning to evening at Tamil Virtual Academy in Koturpuram. The third program that we do is called a site seminar, which happens once a year in January, where we pick a place in India and we go there and study that place in detail. We have gone to places like Gujarat, Orissa, Tirunelveli, Badami, Pattadakal, several areas in India. This year it was on Madhya Pradesh in January, and the next site seminar in January 2020 is going to be in Kumbakonam, based on, and we are going to cover the Chola architecture and the Chola temples and the Chola art. So that's the third one. The fourth program that we do is a series of classes and workshops. So there are two workshops we do. One is a one-day workshop called How to See a Temple, where we cover things like temple architecture, how to see the icons that you see in the temple. It's a one-day workshop where there are 3 lectures in the morning, and the afternoon there is a temple visit. So it happens in Chennai, and we offer this program once in 2 months. So you can look at, these are very nominally paid programs. Tamil Heritage itself is a non-profit, and most of the people who teach or come and give lectures here or do it for free. And then there is a program on museum called How to See a Museum, where we take you through the Amaravati Gallery, the Bronze Gallery, the Sculpture Gallery, and the copper plates, inscriptions and all. Then we also do a Malay study tour, where we take you to Mahabalipuram, which is a World Heritage, UNESCO World Heritage Center near Chennai, the Pallava, art capital, so you can say. Right, where you have the shore temple, you have the caves, you have the monoliths and everything. So all this are available, and if you follow our Facebook page, Tamil Heritage Trust, you can get notifications about all these events. If you give your email, as I said before earlier in the notebook that will get circulated in a while, you will also get the notification on this. Now on to today's topic. I'm going to introduce Mr. Hemachandra Rao. He is an architect by profession. He is born in Ernakulam, Kochi in 1939, and he's been a resident of Madras since 1941. He did his early education and undergraduation in Madras and pursued civil engineering at Birla Institute of Technology, Ranchi. At a very young age, he got interested in stamp collecting and started specializing in stamps with ships and other lighthouses as well. So the ships and the boats and lighthouses, the bug bit him very early in his life. And in his professional career, he was serving for Gannon and Dunkley and Messrs. Tarapur of Madras. And from 1984 onwards, he worked as a consultant architect on his own. He retired in 2001 and he took a full-time research on the beautiful arch bridges of Madras, the lighthouses of Madras, and the famous man-made Buckingham Canal. He has traveled the whole length of the Buckingham Canal and visited many lighthouses in India, starting from the West Bengal coast all the way to the Gujarat coast. He is a founder of Madras Heritage Lovers Forum, and here is the most interesting thing. He has converted his house in Chennai into a maritime heritage museum. And I've been there. It's a wonderful place. You can spend easily 3 to 4 hours, get lost in the boats. And what he has there, he has a huge collection of boat replicas, such as brass boats, popular Kerala boats, and he also has a 16 feet wooden boat in the Heritage Museum, which is believed to be a replica of one of the boats that piled in the Buckingham Canal in the 1870s. He's conducted many heritage walks during the Madras Day celebrations, and I request Hemchandra Rao to give today's lecture. Please, sir.
Namaskar. Thank you, Shiva, for the wonderful words. I thought I'm nobody in the big ocean of Madras, but somebody has put me where everybody comes to know. I didn't know this biography simply said by Mr. Shiva. I don't know where he got it from. Surprise. Yes. Friends, this is my passion. From the early age itself, somehow I loved the sea, the watercrafts, and connected with watercraft, what guides them? Lighthouses. That is this thing. Up to 2001, yes, like everybody else, we were professionals, slogging day and night for the upkeep of our family. Then comes that bitter day when you retire, and the next day you don't know what to do. Some of my friends I used to see, just look up the ceiling, what to do next? But fortunately, my hobby came to my rescue. As Shiva said, I came to Chennai in 41 as 2-3 years old, and all of a sudden, after my retirement, I found out a great discovery. Even now I will come confessing, I don't know full of Chennai. I don't know. When I was passing through near Hindu, I saw the bridge. Today's name is Periyar Palam, and that gave me something in my grey cells. So there onwards, friends, like a student, I used to go to Tamil Nadu archives, sat there for 17 years, till 2016 or 17, going through the huge volumes of records created for us by the Britishers. Yes, I emphasize, created by the Britishers. But for them, I don't think we would have known anything about the Buckingham Canal itself. So I did a small research in all these years on bridges, Buckingham Canal, and the lighthouse of Madras, 1796. Thereon started the journey of the lighthouses, as Shiva told, from Ganga Sagar, West Bengal, to Koteshwar in westernmost Gujarat. It took me 3 years driving by my own car with my friend Vincent along with me. We saw all those beautiful lighthouses built during the last century. Now, afterwards started this voyage. What is this voyage? As I told you, very much interested and curious to know the boats, ships. Who made them? Who designed them? How it was designed? Or when it was started? So thus this journey of a voyage of boats and ship sculptures came. Friends, this is not yesterday's project. It has been long there for last 10 to 12 years, and today it has been brought to you first time. So in every this thing, we always pray to God for a safe opening, especially the mariners. They want to have a safe voyage. It's not a journey, but it's a voyage in this way. So very first one, I will tell you, it is a beautiful thing. This is Jalanath, the Lord of the Sea. And after seeking his blessings, we start our voyage. That is all. That's why. Jalanath. It is a very curious thing. Just yesterday I came to know from where I got this picture. This was found in a friend's house on the Golden Jubilee volume of Scindia Navigation Company. I tried my level best to find out where this sculpture or this lord is there, which is this temple in Gujarat. Obviously it must be Gujarat, but no. None of the queries by internet gave me this. Internet gives me only Jagannath, Puri Jagannath, but not Jalanath. Now why this is very, very important is the sloka at the bottom. You see the thing. Very beautiful sloka. Do thou convey us in a ship across the sea for our welfare. Friends, this is from Rigveda. So ancient. And that is the Sanskrit for this thing. Very beautiful words. So with these blessings, we start our voyage on exploring the antiquity of our maritime heritage. Ours is a naturally, everybody knows, a vast country crisscrossed by rivers, large lakes, and surrounded by 3 vast oceans. Somewhere or other, the primitive man has to cross them at some point of time. Now, how do we know this? Yes, we go in our time scale about 4,000 years ago, precisely 2500 BC. The famous Mohenjo-Daro excavations revealed so many things about our culture and our heritage. Today it is in Pakistan. Mohenjo-Daro has yielded lot of artifacts, like any other excavation, lot of artifacts. Some of them have shown beautiful ships, boats. I heard Potsherd has shown a single-masted ship. And there are many seals also available, seals, terracotta seals, and also clay models at Mohenjo-Daro. Now, we tried to classify them in some methodical order as our ancestors, how we grew from 2500 BC. So, we had different subjects. And I also want to confess here, this is not my original work, but try to get this information from various sources and bring to you in one form. Unfortunately, friends, you will not find all this thing in one book or anything. It is in so many places. You have to go and search, like I did it during my Tamil Nadu archival sojourn. So many books you have to go, pages after pages. Even now I know I have not done fully well, I confess. But the previous scholars have done, and I'm just following and bringing everything before you in a very, very simple form. Now, how do we classify this? And where do we find this interesting boats in sculptures? Where do we find? First, naturally, excavated sites. This is where the ancient civilization grew. Then comes the man is wandering here and there, and his pastime, he did something on rocks because he doesn't have any other media or medium. So he did some scribbling, inscription, etching, and all those things on rock. Rocks can be in open space or it can be covered also, rock art. Then actually the man usually stayed in shelters. The natural shelters were nothing but caves, large caves. Very poorly maybe illuminated, whatever it is. But he used these caves where he was dwelling with his whole clan to sell something, because there was not a language or lipi or anything. So he started doing this thing. First he did what all his surroundings, pastoral. Then he said hunting. He did hunting scenes. And along with this came some etchings or art of ships and boats. We will come to you surely. Some are there in paintings and some are there in sculptures form. Then this ancient man grew up in intelligence in everything and slowly started building places of worship, temples. The temples became a huge area. Wherever stones are available, he did it in stone carving. Wherever terracotta was there, terracotta temples. So next was his temples, where he put his ideas in sculpture form, including boats. There are many other sculptures, but we will restrict ourselves to boats. Apart from sculptures, he did his frescoes in the temples, frescoes like in the caves. The temples, as I told you, can be stone temple made of stone or terracotta. When it comes to terracotta, only one place is there in India, West Bengal. Most of the temples are there terracotta because it is Gangetic alluvial soil is very good to prepare and burn clay. I have not gone yet to Bengal. We are planning to go. There are about 120 temples there showing terracotta plaques with boats and some of them showing ships. It's a very beautiful thing, terracotta. Then comes, as he grows more and more intelligent, after temple he starts building monuments. And most of the monuments, they are coming, what happened? No, something else is coming. Okay, doesn't matter. Or did I press here somewhere? My mistake? Here? I don't know, quite possible. Thank you. Sorry. Then comes the monuments. Most of the monuments are done during huge ones after this Buddha period, Buddha. Lot of monuments. For example, we have got large monuments at Ranchi, Amaravati and elsewhere. So this Bodh Gaya also is their monument. This is where, unless until you have got a very, very keen eye, you will not find these boat sculptures either in Ranchi or in Amaravati. You must go and see them, then only you will be able to know. Then comes other thing, like worshipping in the temples. People worshipped their heroes. In a community, a clan, somebody will be there who might have saved the whole community by fighting the enemy, either on the land or through the ships, warships. These are all called Palya stones or Virakal in Tamil or hero stones. Beautiful ones. They are also creative art. A small stone of this height, 2 feet, they have done so much. From many sources I got, the hero stones are at Goa Museum, well preserved. At Bhuj Museum in Gujarat, only one was there. Then some other place near called Armada in Gujarat, Armada, on the open ground, but well maintained. All these things showed beautiful ships, which you will be seeing now. This thing. So hero stones, even now people go there and pray for the departed soul, or a hero we may call. Then comes, as you say, very unique thing. They buried their dead in many this thing. One was urns, big urns. Ancients buried their dead in big urns. And some of the urns have got a beautiful painting of a boat. This was unearthed at Inamgaon near Pune. The archaeological department of Deccan College, they found it. Very beautiful. Then comes Terracotta Seals. Under excavation, you will get potsherds, everything, but along with that is another unique item, small one, terracotta seals, which showed boats and ships, especially, mostly found at Chandraketugad in West Bengal. Chandraketugad, West Bengal. Then in many time, in the historians stumble upon a dark patch. They know this side, but in the middle there's a dark patch, not knowing who was ruling or what is happening there. At this period, fortunately, the numismatics, that coin people collect, it comes to play. They give the answer. Many coins in the past, from the days of punch-marked coins, that's the earliest one, boats were punch-marked on the coins, and you know about the details of it. That also we will see. Then finally, as we started after praying the Lord of the Sea, we come to another very, very interesting thing. When we both went, myself and Vincent went to Goa last year, while returning, I happened to stumble upon a bookstore. There I got a book written by one Dr. Pratima Kamath on both deities of Goa. The main deity is Mahisasuramadhini, beautifully seated in a boat. Sculpture. It may be not more than 2 feet, 3 feet high. So we went after that. We could see about 5 this year. So that with that, I am coming to the end of this story of the voyage. The voyage which started for us at 2500 BC at Indus Valley civilization. I am going to bring it down to Goa and stop there. Now we start next step. You see the beautiful clay model which was excavated at Mohenjo-Daro, a clay model. Very beautiful one is at Mohenjo-Daro. This is again, the left-hand side is the one single-masted ship, a pot shed, and the other one is also on this thing. You can see the man sitting high on the stern with two oars, and this is a ship. And I am very happy to tell you, this left-hand side, the Department of Post, India, have honored by bringing out a 15 rupee stamp on this under Maritime Heritage. They have brought a stamp. Today is very, very, I should say, a bit valuable today. So the other one you can see, a typical reed boat. It is reed because the reeds are big, tall grasses are grown near the rivers, etc. And they used to build reed boats. So this is from Mohenjo-Daro. Now coming down from Mohenjo-Daro, we come to our Tamil Nadu. Alagankulam. I think must have gone in 2002 or 2003 there. Actually, I started this thing long back, this project. I'd been there. But I couldn't see this in the museum. The museum that portrait was, I couldn't see that day. But Alagankulam is a sleepy village, just 24 kilometers from Ramanathapuram, where some potsherds were excavated, depicted boat and a ship. That's the most important. And I got a good news from Madras Musings, Mr. Muttaiya's paper, where a detailed study was done there. They decided this boat is nothing but a vattai, in Tamil Nadu vattai, but the ship created a lot of thing, and finally a professor from, I think, USA, he categorically said this is a Roman ship supported by rigs and sails with 2 paddles. But unfortunately, half the ship is missing, that side, you see. The right side is the vattai and the left is the ship with over everything, but half is that portrait is missing. So finally they concluded this is a Roman ship. This is finally done by Mr. Nadana Kashinathan, finally, this one. And I won't forget, this photograph was the kindness of him. I went to him and he was kind enough to give this photograph. Nadana Kashinathan, this is Alagankulam, beautiful one. That shows the Romans have come all the way here to our southern coast, so eastern coast. This is what I want to tell one more thing about my passion or my creation or my creating a story. This is a cover. Usually when I go anywhere, I carry a bunch of covers with stamp. After finishing this thing with the subject, with the lighthouses or this or anything, go to the nearest post office and request the postmaster kindly give me a chappa, clear cancellation. So this becomes a record for me. I had visited this place. So this is Alagankulam. You can see 2004, I think so then, something. I had gone there, 2004. As I told you this back. The ship is there, and this is another passion. Whichever lighthouses we had gone. Like that, anything. Even now the temples we had gone to see the boat, it is there. Everywhere I go to the postmaster, request it, they help me. So this is Alagankulam. This is another way of creating a record, not merely just a record. Now comes the second stage. After excavation, the ancient man has gone to somewhere. He wants to show his skill. Maybe he had got implements like iron chisel and hammer. He started showing his skill on a rock art. Early man mostly lived in natural sheltered caves. During their leisure periods, having no languages except sign language, he beautifully transmitted his thoughts about his surroundings and daily life, etc., in art form, neatly inscribing them on the cave's interior or on stores over hillocks in the open. They are so clever to mix colors to give a brightness to their art, mostly in ochre red. Today some are surviving and others are fallen prey to vandals. This is a very sorry state, one I'll tell you. Charmadi, a beautiful cave on a hill in Gujarat. Mr. Vincent didn't come that day for that. There, when you enter, you see, you have to see very clearly because again vandalized. 2 ships you can see, red color. 2 ships. I went with my ordinary camera. I don't have a sophisticated professional camera. See the beauty of the ships. Sail ships. 2 ships, one after another. It is on a nice hillock in a cave. Nearby are different rock arts like deer hunting and pastoral life and so on and so forth. But somehow these 2 have escaped extreme vandalism. Extreme vandalism. Somehow I could catch my own camera, these 2 ships, which are very beautiful. But many books give only line diagram. No book has given you a photograph like this. They have given you only a line diagram. But unfortunately, when I posted a letter at Charmadi post office, it didn't come back to me. It must have gone along the ship somewhere. Somewhere it must have gone. You see, these are all beautiful ones. This is in our own backyard. This is in our own backyard. This is called Keelvalai in, I think, Viluppuram, something I forgot. But anyhow, see the beauty. If you see very clearly, again line diagram is there. 4 people are standing in a curved curvilinear hull boat with a pole. You can see a pole there. Or that. Yeah, this is the pole. No? And if you see another one, you will see a crossbar with a parallel another bar called log this thing. That's called outrigger to stabilize that boat from wasting. No? So that is one at Keelvalai in Tamil Nadu. You see, this is another one. The place called, very big name, Kamaya Gaundan Patti. It's still now down south. Still down south. Kamaya Gaundan Patti. And it is a beautiful catamaran, which is the ancient of all, mother of all the distinct watercraft. Catamaran, a man standing, balancing himself along the waves and trying to go. Unfortunately, the rock, this thing is not at all clear. It is only like that. So, line diagram was adopted. See the cancellation, how beautifully that fellow has given to me. Beautiful cancellation. And now, after rock, the man comes back to the cave. Rock art is over, cave art is over. Then he started sculpting. Maybe he got better instrument now, better chisels and better other equipments. So in his spare time, he does the only sculpture inside a cave, I'll tell you, was in Canary. Nowhere else in cave you have got sculptures. Nowhere. Near Mumbai, formerly a small island called Salseti, which is now connected to the mainland. Unfortunately, no photograph is available. No photograph is available. But the ship is dated to be 2nd century AD. Very nice this thing, but it's very, you can't see because so dark. And represent a wreck in the sea. It represents a wreck in which 2 men on board are praying to God, Padmapani, for rescue. Again, Jataka tales. Padmapani comes in Jataka, Buddha Jataka tales. This is first time a sea voyage is clearly depicted in a sculpture. This is from the words of the famous Radha Kumud Mukherjee, 1912. Radha Kumud Mukherjee, 1912. He is the person who started all this thing. So this is caves. So I can give you only a Canary Cave photograph there. Canary Cave photograph, which is near Mumbai now. Previously it was an island. Elephanta Caves is different. Canary is different. I have taken one postal cover with a very old painting, about 1780 or something, a painting was done of these caves. And I sent it to today that area is called Borivali East, Bombay, Borivali East. It's not longer island, it's Borivali East, and it is to be seen there. Caves, sculptures. Now, he must have got a bit, this thing. He started paintings inside the caves. Inside the caves, he started painting. What better caves than Ajanta gives you all these things? Again, a repository of Buddhism. Buddhist Jataka tiles are there in this thing. In Ajanta caves, one sees 4 types of sea-going sailboats or ships. Cave number 1, the painting represents Mahajanaka Jataka panel. The boat is represented twice in the same panel, one on the top and one at the bottom. One at the top, one at the bottom. It has eyes painted in the bow. They always say, even Roman ships, they had eyes painted on the boat because they say the ships can see. So they painted eyes in the Roman ships, you can see. So nothing but we also have, but maybe earlier period painted. Both at stern and at stem we have done. With a canopy, umbrella, steersman on a ladder. The boat has 3 masts, very well defined 3 masts are there with sails. The hull of the boat is curvilinear, means very much round like this curvilinear, and resembles a crescent of the moon. The stern and stem are projected like this, projected. In cave number 2, if you go, the ship is depicted with 3 masts and with sails. And you will see some jars there. If you see, go clearly, you'll see some jars. And with 2 small platforms at the fore and at aft also. Decorated again with eye design. It has got both. The cave 17 is very, very curious cave. Very curious. Where you see 2 boats, you will see much exaggerated, elephants on one, horses on the other. This is supposed to say Prince Vijaya, this landing at Sri Lanka or Ceylon at that time with the relic of Buddha. You see? Now we can go and see that. You see the thing? This is the one ship in the cave number 1. See the how pro is there. You can see the eye also. Eye. You can see a cabin. The steerman is sitting on the high on a ladder, so he can have a clear view. And people are that some senior man is sitting in the thing with other people. At the stern, one fellow is paddling or with oar. See the same thing, but we are omitted that human being there to show how the cabin looks like that. And how that steer and oar are there. Very clear. This is cave number 1. Same thing, another one. The man is praying. You can see again 3 sails are there. Eye is there for the boat. Both this thing. And he is praying to Padmapani to save him from some catastrophe. This painting is very, very dull. So, line diagram method is adopted there. Line diagram. This is that Prince Vijaya's visit to Ceylon. See the amount of elephants he is taking, horses he is taking. From this thing we conclude, this is not a ship, maybe it is a barge, huge barge, which is being taken with lot of oars. Lot of oars are there. And most important, you see the face, that stem. It is a Makaramuga. That is called Makaramuga. See that thing. Now, I give one example of this postal again. The top stamp is a Hyderabad stamp, issued by Hyderabad princely state those days. And it has got a pictorial cancellation of present at the bottom showing Ajanta caves. Very beautiful one, Ajanta caves. Now comes the man has gone. He wants to pray, so he builds temples. He builds temples. The first thing he does is doing painting, frescoes. I'll just say. A Shiva temple in Tirupudaimarudur, Ambasamudram Taluk, Tirunelveli district in Tamil Nadu, has very beautiful mural painting. On the second tier of the Gopuram, not inside the temple, but on the Gopuram. On the Gopuram. The ships have mast, rigs and sails. 6 horses you could see inside the ship and Arabs. There is a crow's nest on the top with the top of the mast for man to go there and see, look where the land comes. Now what does it say? Tamil Nadu kings in those days used to get horses from Arabs. And there was what I should say, some very distinct. The Arabs were so cunning, they never put horseshoes on their horses. So very easily the horses died because of this thing, hoofs gone. Because they never told horseshoe how to put. So that is how they started selling their horses here. I don't know how far it is true, but it's there in the historical fact. We pleaded with the priest to allow us, who was sitting there, to go up. He was stubborn. He said nothing doing. He said go there, go here and take permission. So we came back. But before that, I had asked Archaeological Survey of India, Madras, to give me something. This is the famous temple, Tiruvudaimarudur. You see? Tirupudaimarudur, sorry. And as I came to my rescue, they gave me this beautiful, see, 2. You can see the ship, you see, beautiful. Horses, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Arabs are there. And again this thing, you can see the fishes also flowing. Very beautiful. This is another boat here. These are 2 panels, separate panel. But imagine how people could have gone there, such a narrow place it seems, and did all this intricate work. Very, very intricate work. And they left it for us to go and enjoy. But our own brethren not allowing me to go and see. You see? But one good thing happened. Myself and Vincent, while coming back, we went to Pondicherry. And as usual, we went to French Institute of Pondicherry. They took me to their library. So in the library, I thought, what book can be here? This Tiruvudaimarudur temple book was right on the table. I just grabbed it. Vincent grabbed some other books. In that book, beautiful photographs there. They have been allowed, but beautiful. So that is another thing. Now, after temples, we come to the man-made structures called now monuments. Monuments to do something. The first thing comes is Ranchi Stupa. You see, Ranchi Stupa. Several monuments were built to propagate Buddha's teachings. Only 2 monuments show boats in this. Ranchi. 2 representations of boats are depicted on the western gateway, richly carved in detail, with a woman and a man. Both are seen rowing the boat with oars. Bow and stern are pointed and raked like this. Hull planks are sewn together. You can see the joint of the planks, how they are done. Beautiful. It is a river boat, naturally. Now, this is western gateway. Now, on eastern gateway, again, the prow of the boat is seen. Prow. But like a sardula. And the stern is designed as upturned fish tail. We'll see that. In the center, there is a cabin with a bearer holding an umbrella. Unfortunately, the lower portion of the boat is missing, and it is conjectured it's also a river boat. But line diagram helped us. See the eastern gate, and you can see the beauty of the thing here. See? Here. This is the three people, two people. You see, this may be somewhere here or here in the Western Gateway. We don't know unless until you go. At least you know it is on the Eastern Gateway, so you can spend time and try to get. You see, in my album I got one full page, but this is a smaller one. You see, big one is here. Correct, big one. A big one is there. Very clearly this is shown. You see. And you can see the waves, how they have made it, waves, etc. And show the birds, all the things. Very good. This is the Western Gate. See the beautiful shape of the boat. See, it is like this, like this. This is the fish tail. Fish tail. Unfortunately, this is broken. And now they have done like this. This is the Western Gate. You can see the Western Gate. But what we did is scholars conjecture how it could have been. Originally, they came to this, you see. Full curvilinear with a oar and see the face at the stem. Again, that cover got cancelled at Ranchi. Ranchi, you see. Ranchi. Then comes slightly down in Andhra Pradesh is Amaravati Stupa. This is a Satvahana monument and a ship in relief panel sculpted on a pillar again, a small pillar. Ferguson, the scholar, has described it like this. As I told you, from many people have got together and brought it in one place. The portion is too much mutilated first. It is completely mutilated to be deciphered. The center and lower portion show a boat or a ship in which one man is paddling and another one is worshipping a relic. On the throne where two relic bundles are there, two relic bundles. The bottom of the ship is flat. The prow is designed also flat and square in shape. One seated at the stern and one is holding an oar, manipulating the boat. Now you can see the thing. This is Amaravati Stupa, beautiful. In one pillar it is there, they say. You have to go and find out which pillar now. Now you see, this is the thing. See, this is this thing, flat one, they say. And this is the boat. See, flat boat. Flat boat. One fellow is holding an oar. This is a relic, and that man is praying. And one fellow is holding the parasol or umbrella, and other people are all praying. You see, maybe it is a coming shore scene. They have come to the shore, and people are welcoming it. The relics must be the relics. That's why it's this thing. This is Amaravati Stupa. Again, a cover got cancelled at Amaravati Stupa. Now temples become and sculptures. Till then it was monuments. Now we are coming to temples and sculptures inside a temple. While traveling from Muttam lighthouse early last year or early this year, myself, Vincent, we came to this temple. Having known all those things, we came. Tirubhuvanai and Tirumangalam are very beautiful temples. Many a temple in our country depict boats in their sculptures, mostly on the walls or on pillars. In Tamil Nadu, one can see this in about 5 temples you can see. That's the 5 temples we have got. Tirubhuvanai, it is near Pondicherry. A beautiful panel on the outer wall of this age-old temple of Sri Varadaraja Perumal depict a boat with raised and upturned prow and raised stern, which is seen higher than prow. This is an ASI monument. It was kept open, but we could go easily inside. And Vincent started going one side, I go inside, where to search it. Finally we found a small one, it is, very small one. And that is, I'll show you now. See, Tirubhuvanai. This is a beautiful one. And the other one is Tirumangalam. So, Tirumangalam is near Lalgudi. The temple dedicated to Sama Vedishwarar depicts a boat with upturned stern and stem. It looks like a wattai, a type of swing boats. No, swing. You can do. This is described by the famous another archaeologist Jean Delache of Pondicherry, French Institute of Pondicherry, that man. See the thing? This is nothing but the famous river crossing scene of Rama, Lakshmana, Sita and the boatman Guha. You can see the four people. This has become a very famous with lot of sculptures, that is lot of generation even. Even in Hampi, which we are yet to go, but I know, in the Hajara Raja Hemachandra temple, the same thing is depicted. I'm not showing that because I didn't go there so far. We are going there. So the temple is a great repository of boat sculptures, other than so many other sculptures. Now comes very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. We are talking about sculptures on walls, pillars, etc. But a unique temple in Odisha show a portion of it top as an upturned ship. A portion of the temple, portion, not the wall or this thing, portion of it as an upturned ship. It is so because no other temple in India has a portion of it as in this temple. It's the only temple. This is situated on the western banks of the large Bindu Sagar lake, which is connected to the Bay of Bengal through a river. And this shows this was a thriving inland port. It was inland port, inside port. And who is the guy who gave us? Again, Radha Kumud Mukherjee, 1912. He has written in his book. This looks like an upturned ship. And when I went last time, Vincent couldn't come, but I went to this temple. You see the thing. This is a close-up. This is a close-up. You can see the thing. See? You see? Ship. Beautiful. Upturned ship as envisaged by R.K. Mukherjee. Now the other one. See the temple. Beautiful. Today the temple is nearly 4 feet below the ground level. I'm sorry, road level. See, the road is coming up. So the temple is 4 feet below the road level. And I had been there. You see? And from somewhere I was watching all these things. Somewhere one priest comes. And he asked me what I am doing. I told him so many things. Then he said, first you come. What? He took me to Sanctum Sanctorum. He took an arti. Then he said, yes, now you can. Then he told me so many stories about the sculptures outside. Beautiful sculptures. Then he came out. We both came out. Then he said, sir, you cannot go like this. You go to Lingaraj temple, which is very close by. I'll take you. So he took me to Lingaraj temple. But unfortunately, as usual, photography was taboo. Couldn't take any photograph. And secondly, it was nearly 1 o'clock, hot, and I couldn't walk barefoot on the stone flooring. So I told him, I cannot see 108 Shiva temples. Maaf kijiye. So we came out. It was so scorching hot. Can't see anything. That is Vaital the old temple. Only one so far with an upturned this thing of the Sanctum Sanctorum Gopuram. Coming again back to Tamil Nadu, a beautiful temple. Alagiya Nambirayar temple at Tirukurankudi. Tirukurankudi, Tamil Nadu. The temple is Nanguneri Taluk, Tirunelveli district, Tamil Nadu. A beautiful ship representation in the gateway of this temple. We didn't go through the main gate. They said, you can take the car round. So we went the other side. And when an old man was sitting there, he asked me, what do you want? When I told him, then he said, oh, you are also from Pondicherry Institute, I'll show you. Then immediately took us and showed me there. The craft with several stakes of planks hewn together. The hull has a platform and an open deck. Lower portion of the mast is visible, only lower portion. Dated 15th century, gunwale is highly decorated with shields, maybe warship. A stern in elevated platform for the helmsman to this thing. Again, G. Niloche, 1987. He conjectured this must be the thing. Now we will see the ship. This is the main entrance, but we went to the left and entered it. This is the main gateway. Very beautiful gateway. Very beautiful gateway. See the beauty. See the ship. You see the main gateway very high, very high. But since it was a gateway, a lot of light was available for me, light, brilliant light. And these are the shields, you see. These are all the shields. These are all the people who are there. And see the ship upward, very beautiful. Very beautiful sculpture right on the top of this thing.
There's a boat at the bottom.
Yes, small one. That it looks like a warship. They're coming with the thing, that thing. Then, while coming, one good friend, I'll not forget, Mr. Kombai Anwar, he phoned us. While coming, please go to this temple called Atinatha Alvar Temple at Alvar Tirnagar. You will see two beautiful boats there. So we went there. Unfortunately, we searched and got it. It was in a mandapam, not on the main there, but very high ceiling, and it was on the beam, beautiful beam. Light was very much wanted, but anyhow, we took. Now, this is at Perumal Temple, to be 1,000 years old, and situated at 24 kilometers from Tirunelveli to Thoothukudi district. While traveling from Muttam Lighthouse, a friend told us to visit this temple where two beautiful boats are seen on the beam. Finally, we found this in Krishna Mandapam. It is just side of the main temple, distinct. Quite high and not much of a light. Not much of a light. Now you see the beautiful Adinatha Alvar temple. See, this is the main entrance, you see. This is the main entrance. Now we go inside. You see that, you can see there, see, 1, 2. Very high on the ceiling, almost ceiling. This is a beam. This is a beam. See, light was wanting, so, but anyhow we could take, it was very clear with this thing, with several people inside. See, we couldn't go very much into detail of this thing, but I couldn't get any more information on this. I couldn't get. Then comes the thing for the departed souls. Hero stones or Palliya stones or Veerakallu. Veerakallu. Hero stones or Palliya stones or Veerakal are sculpted stone slabs and erected by the community to commemorate the heroism of the dead person. The person may be a warrior or otherwise, but whose act might have saved the village. He might be even a hunter. He might have killed a lion. We don't know. Some of the stones, mostly in Gujarat and Karnataka, depict warships. They are in open ground, while some are retrieved and kept in the museum, like Archaeological Survey of India in Goa. Otherwise, they're all lying open. But in Gujarat, they have been well kept, well maintained. Now, one place is there in Mumbai called Exer village. Now, again, it is come into the town. Exer village, where 5 stones are there depicting ships. Beautiful. They are there. No? You see, that is the one, Exer. You see, this is one. They are also well maintained, but others are all mutilated, gone. See, somebody is preserving it. This is unknown place, I don't know. I just brought it to you only to show a hero stone, some high, and in a ship, you see. This is a very beautiful ship. And here also you can see the ships, you see. warriors are there, showing this is a Pakka warship. You see? You can see now very clearly the bottom slab. See the ships. How many oars are there, you see? How many oars are there? It's a fighting ship. Again, you see, another panel. So many oars, oar ships. There are oar ships. Again, this is inside the ASI in Goa. But better one is there, you see? See? Beautiful. These are black and white, given to me by them. But now you go to ASI Museum. I told him who I am, and the curator was very, very kind to allow me to photograph. Otherwise, it's written, photography is prohibited, as usual. But since I told who I am and why I come all the way from Chennai, he permitted me to take. In the above museum, there are 5 hero stones, but I could find only 4. I don't know what happened to the 5th, but depicting ships and dated to 11th century to 15th century. Boats are having raised and pointed ends and curvilinear hull at the bottom. It indicated all log boats being kept inside. They are all well maintained, very nicely maintained. These are very nicely maintained. You see, nice pedestal they have put. Nice pedestal they have put. And over that, I have taken this much and shown here, blown up, for you to see. See the curvilinear boats. And nearly this is about 4 feet high. But well retrieved and well maintained now, well maintained in Goa Museum. This is called stone 1. Again, this is stone 2. It is here, I think, here. Then stone 3. Again here it is. Here. The light is subdued here. That is why it is not very interesting. Subdued light in the museum. And stone 4. Again, very, very clear. See, boat. At this thing. See? Very clear. So, out of 5, I could see only 4. But they are well kept, etc. Now, we go to Gujarat. In our lighthouse darshan, having known that there are Gujarat, some hero stones are there, we went searching them. I was aware, while traveling in Gujarat, there are hero stones at Armada village, a small village, Armada village. While enquiring at the post office, I will never forget this, while enquiring at the post office, a young boy comes and volunteered to show this place. Through narrow alleys, we take our car and we came to an open ground where rows of hero stones were well kept. The very first place had 2 showing sailboats, and still farther when we went, we saw near a tank the 3rd one with a very beautiful ship. And one more thing here you will see, the stones are well maintained, well preserved by the relatives. But one thing they did is they painted it with kungumam, something like that. So some details we couldn't see. See the sail ship, very beautiful. This is as soon as it came, we saw this. See the other one. Fortunately, what happened? These were covered by cloth. You see cloth? You can see cloth. These were all covered side by side. But a man came to us and he volunteered. He will remove the cloth and show us. See, the man is standing in the back, opening the cloth. That means they are putting pujas, etc. for this. Then another one is this beautiful. See, beautiful. Some bit far away near a tank. Beautiful this thing, large ship with this thing. But again, they are vermilion. They have put paint, the kungumam. They have put, and they have done. Then comes, after the hero, comes the burial urns, where the departed were buried in those days. Inamgaon has given us 3 periods of history. 3 periods of history. Chalcolithic culture and ancient customs to bury their dead in big urn yields the transportation of rivers at various periods. You see, the urns excavated at Inamgaon belong to three distinct periods. Period 1 is Malwa, between 1600 BC to 1400 BC. Jorwe, between 1400 BC to 1000 BC. The last one is Jorwe, late Jorwe, 1000 BC to 700 BC. These were all found one above the other. That's the beauty. One above the other. The boards painted on the spouted vessels has raised stem and prow. All the boards depicted on the burial pots resemble same thing, almost one another. Now, who has given this thing? Dio, the scholar, in 1982, and Davlikar, another scholar, in 1988. This is from Deccan College of Pune. Their archaeology department, they did the excavation and they have brought it this thing. And then you will see the photographs now, see. Beautiful, see? Pot number 1. See the painting of the boat. This is only half section they are showing, like that. Then another one, you see, another one. This is called a spouted pot, no spouted. This is called spout urn. And there's a third one, very beautiful one, spout. Now comes to terracotta seals, which are annexed except over only in Chandraketugad. The seals show in one form or other the ship or boat. Chandraketugad in West Bengal has given us a beautiful terracotta plaque, fossil plaque, which is kept at the National Museum, New Delhi. Even now it is there. The plaque is decorated and has projected borders on the left and top sides only. One side, right side, is broken. The projected border has incised lines, within them more decorations. In the center of the plaque, an almost circular band is carved, and within the circular band, 7 female figures are seen standing in a boat. A lotus or wheel of decoration is made on the hull. The boat is a log boat having upturned fore and decoration. And the top of the stern and is likely to be a river or a lake boat. Now you see the thing. What they say is this thing. What they say is these 7 ladies represent Saptakanya. And the injection, that is the thing, is what? This lotus symbol shows that they are waiting to see the sun rise. See the interpretation of this thing by some scholars. The Saptakanyas, they are standing in a boat and they want to worship the first rays of the sun. The sun is nothing but lotus. And see the decoration along the plaque. This one. Then again Chandraketugad has brought terracotta seals at Bangad and Abasara. You see, these ships are merchant ships and they carried grains. Thereby that man became wealthy. And this is in Astosh Museum of Indian Art in Calcutta. And another one is in another museum there. You see, the vessel shows, after designed like a Makara Mukha. It has a mast and a sail. And it is written in Kharosthi Brahmi script along this thing. You will see the Brahmi script is here, like that, here, see, like this. Similar one was found in Basara, in again West Bengal, Chandraketugad. There the seal was very, very light, not visible, but line diagram shows people are standing there. Now who is this? Who is this? Now they say, will come. A Gupta period terracotta seal was found in Basra. The figure of the ship is not very clear, so the line diagram is given. The ship, a large one, side being higher than the bow and stern. A long oar at the right suggests it is a stern. At amidship, a small platform is seen with a figure, Goddess Lakshmi standing. That's what they gave me. It's written by, deciphered by John Marshall, 1917. He says that figure is Lakshmi. The figure is Lakshmi. You see, that figure is Lakshmi, he says. This Lakshmi. Again, plaque and seals. Beautiful, this thing. Sails. This is all grain ships. Grain. They carried grain, and the merchant, the owner, became wealthy. Now, as I told you, sometime the dark ages come, then the coins come to our rescue. This is a beautiful map I could get called Janapadas. There are so many Janapadas at that time, during which punch-marked coins were given. One is Vanga dynasty. Again at Chandraketagad was their capital city, and they have brought a beautiful silver coin, small one. You see that? See the size of it. See? And the coin has a shape like this and two punch marks like this, different. But the boat is common. And these are called Karshapana and excavated from Chandraketagad in the capital Vanga of Janapada. You see? And you can see this coins are 3.5 kilograms and 13 by 15 millimeter size. So small, very small. So coins come to our help. This is Pallava dynasty, well known. Again, Pallava brings out your coins with a mast ship, our own this thing. Then we go to deities seated in the boat, the last one. We pay our respects to the deities. They are all seated. The deity is nothing but Mahisasuramadhini. You see the thing. All are Mahisasuramadhinis. This place is called Guleli. And one more thing is, all the deities are on the ground, open ground, what called plantation groves, etc. They call it sacred grove. All are open. They say they wanted to vie with nature. That's why they keep their goddess outside in the nature. That's the explanation gave me. Then this is another one at Bironda. Then Nagavam, beautiful boat. You see, very beautiful boat there. Beautiful boat. Here Devi is standing, you see. Devi is standing. And Zarme, this is a very beautiful sculpture lying outside the temple, and the behind of the temple rather. And you will see here, it is a Gajalakshmi with two gajas, that is two elephants. But see the boat here. See the boat? See the boat here, and again here the boat. Beautiful boat. Two people, It's called Gajalakshmi, and the place is called Zarme. And I think this last is called Sanvarde. Very beautiful and excellent this thing. Sculpture, see the boat. Obviously people are doing some puja. The flowers are there, etc. Now, namaskar. Hope you all enjoyed the glorious past created by our ancestors who wanted us to remember their exploits. Again, Hemchandra, namaskar. I'm not taking too much time.
No, you're fine, sir. Can we take some questions from the audience? Sure. Now we'll take some questions. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask.
Gajalakshmi, or even some of the last images that you showed, you can't strictly call them boats. I mean, this is probably the elephant, the ampari on top of that elephant.
That is called Howdah, you are correct. Gajalakshmi Howdah with two boats on the Howdah.
Why are you calling it as a boat, sir? It has to be...
No, boat are sculpted on the top. Gajalakshmi is not seated here.
Gajalakshmi is not, but if you could go back to the...
Yes. Yes, you see here.
Those two,
See, these two.
Yeah.
This is a decoration. Gajalakshmi is seated here.
right?
Why Gajalakshmi? Because Gajas are there, two elephants.
That's correct.
So this is happened, and this is another common Gajalakshmi in many temples in Goa. And not all temples have got this boat, you see. Not all temples. Not all temples have got this boat decoration on the
See
top.
whether that is a boat at all.
Yes, it's a boat. It's a boat. Because I've gone there myself, and we have taken it. That's why, it's a boat. And it is recorded by that well-known research scholar, Dr. Pratima Kamath. She has also recorded it. So it's a boat. You see some decoration on the howdah. This howdah they call it, correct.
Just to add, Mantri, that the communities in that area were very much linked to rivers.
Yes, number 2 is very, very important. River Mahadeyi flows nearby. It comes from the north one, and later part is called Mandovi River. And all the deities are within 50 meters of this great river Mahadeyi. Mahadeyi, they say Mahadeyi. And most of the temple now they say the sculptures have been thrown into the river. I don't know what purpose has been served, but many are there. But we have counted 21. Myself and himself went last. We saw 5. So we are now going again to see if Mahisasuramadhini gives us darshan. I hope she will give the darshan. Yeah.
Did you come across any book that describes the boat making?
Pardon?
Did you come across any ancient book
Ah.
which gives knowledge about boat making, ship making?
No, we didn't come there. It is only in the sculptures we are seeing. Actually, I was telling while coming, next time, why don't you Tamil Nadu Heritage make a tour of Tondi and Adiramapatnam and places like that, where boat making is this thing, very, very distinct.
I think my question is, other ancient works,
Ah.
that books or work, let us say,
Yeah.
that talk of boat making, the technology.
Yes,
of
yes, yes, yes. Why ancient books?
Yeah.
Why ancient books? Sanskrit texts are there, giving in detail, part by part of the ships. Gupta period, he had a vast navy, and it's given very clearly who is who. So there's great literature, even in Tamil. When both of us went to Tanjavur,
Saraswati Mahal Library.
Tanjavur Mahal, Saraswati Mahal, I talked to that gentleman, curator, and he was very much this thing. Immediately took 3 books in Tamil. So I requested him, I can't go through that with my limited time. Can you do one more thing? What? Can you Xerox it and give me? He did it. And in that Tamil, it's very beautiful written, every part of a ship. Now, my challenge to any author or a scholar is, show me physically one ship, either in sculpture or painting. Nowhere. We are writing so many books, yes, detail, everything is there. But no. But if you go to Borobudur, you can see our ships. There's Oriya ships there, not Tamil ships. Not Tamil ships.
I can add, in archive.org, there is a work called Kappal Sathiram.
Yes.
Which is a very small, roughly 70-page book. It is Tamil in verse form. I've also come across, just a couple of days back, I was looking at it.
Yukti Kalpataru, that's a...
Kalpataru by Raja Bhoja.
Yes.
Attributed to Raja
Yes.
Bhoja, which is more a 10th, 11th century.
Yes, more. Even Gupta's period. Gupta period is also there. Even Artha Shastra also gives very detailed what is the status of a captain, sea captain, or that customs, etc. Detail is there everywhere. Pakka, that is there. But unfortunately, this thing is not there. A typical Indian ship, which is supposed to have gone to east, that is a bit mystery. Yes,
All the things were carved here and taken this.
correct, ma. That ships, those are Kalinga ships. These people, the Kalinga Raja, they took their sculptors to Borobudur temple and they sculpted. It is not Tamil ship. That's what I'm trying to tell. They are all Indian ships, no doubt about it, with outrigger, everything, but beautifully sculpted on the outer wall. Outer wall. Yes, it is there. It's that. But saying Kalinga ships, not this side. That's one thing. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Boat building. They are called uris or dos, single Latin sail or two Latin sail, which go in the Arabian Sea towards Middle East, Dubai. Even now, those people come here. The sheikhs come here to make. Very expensive they make. With nice. Yes. Vasco da Gama landed at a place called Kapad. Yes, near Calicut. I had been there. Unfortunately, our stupid people have not got a monument is there. Written, Vasco da Gama landed, but the filth is surrounding unbearable. I have taken a photograph of mine with them, but sorry to say, it is not on the beach, but inside. Kapad is a well-known place. But Bepur, all those places are well known for boat building. Not only boat building, boat miniatures also they make. Small miniatures as a gift. So myself, when he went, we picked up couple of them from there. So that is there. But here we try ourselves, we are not getting anything. I tried my best to get catamaran. I made my house, my museum, if you come see, actual catamaran discarded by the thing, age old, maybe 80, 100 years old. I got some carpenters to carve and make catamaran in my house. About 6 are there in my house. 6 are there. Yeah. This is only to break everybody to bring one place. Because these are all found in different books. Okay? Thank you.
Please wait 1 second, sir.
Huh?
Can wait here for a second. Just give me a second. Thank you, sir, for the wonderful talk. On behalf of Tamil Heritage, we want to present you a gift as a token of our affection. I request Badri to hand over the gift to you.
There's a love and affection enclosed in this. That's what I'm telling always. Thank you, sir.
So, couple of announcements before we wind up for the day. The December month, we have what we call the Pechu Kacheri on Pandyas. It's a 2-day event, December 14th and 15th, Saturday, Sunday, starting from morning 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. It will be at the Tamil Virtual Academy in Koturpuram. So, because we have that December program, there won't be a monthly lecture in the month of December. So, there is no first week monthly meet in December. So, we will again meet here in the first week of January, but we all look forward to.
We don't know whether January will be here.
Yeah, we will. So, we will make the announcement in December. And so we look forward to seeing you at the Pechu Kacheri in Tamil Virtual Academy. All our programs are free except for those workshops and classes. So you are welcome to attend all the programs. And I hope if you want to get the notification, please give us your email address. The notebook is right here. So if you just write your name and address, we will send you the email. And thank you all for coming for the day. Thank you.